You're not on the, you're on the camera over there. Hello and welcome to this episode of Neighbors Cooking. Joe messed up. So today we have a great show in store for you. It is my birthday and we're doing a little birthday dinner celebration. I got a couple friends here, Randy and Joe, of course, Janet and Jacqueline. And I also want to share today that I just got my numbers for the show through August 31st, and we just hit 1 million viewers.
Wow.
Yay! So thank you all. You guys are the ones that are helping share this content out and sharing it with your friends and your family. And I appreciate it so much. It is so heartwarming to know that so many people have watched the show. I remember back in the beginning, 5 years ago, I was excited to get 100 people. So we've had 1 million views of the show as of this August 31st. I'm very proud of that. It's quite the milestone, actually, and I'm not sure how to react to it because it seems like such an unreachable number to me. But here we are, 1 million views, and we're doing another show. So tonight we are making a steak with a chimichurri sauce, which sounds very elaborate, but it's not. And we're going to go through all of those instructions, but I want to talk about the meat first because we've got to get that going before we start everything else. This is a great summer dinner that you can have. So you could use a skirt steak, you could use a strip steak, skirt steak, you could use a tri-tip, you could use ribeye, you could use any meat you want as long as it's good and tender. I was looking for a skirt steak, which is a preference to use for this, but I couldn't find it. So I got a tri-tip, and we're going to talk about tri-tips and how we're going to do that. So with the skirt steak and the tri-tip, you're gonna, when we end up cutting this, we've got to cut against the grain. So I think Joe can probably get a good picture, but you'll see on a tri-tip it's unique because you've got two different grain patterns. So the first half of the tri-tip, the grain goes this way, the second half, the grain goes this way. So when you start to cut it, you've got to cut opposite of the grain. So I have found, especially when we're trying to cook this and get it all cooked, is to cut right down the middle where the grain changes. That way you know which piece, even though it's always the top piece. So we're going to cut this in half. So when we go to cut this, once it's cooked, and this is a thick cut of meat, hopefully we can get it cooked in time, we're going to cut, the grain is going this way on this piece, so we're going to cut it this way. And the grain is going this way, and we'll cut it this way. All right? So let's get it marinated and get it onto the grill because it's going to take a few minutes, and then we'll go into the sauce and what we're going to do with the accompaniments. So we're going to start off, and we're going to just put some olive oil on top of the meats, rub it in, and rub it over on this side. I've trimmed off most of the fat on this. A little fat's not going to hurt it. And then we're going to take our pepper and pepper this side, and we're going to take sea salt, and we're going to put a good amount of salt on the top. We want lots of flavor from that salt, and we want it to get into the meat. And we're going to take a little bit of smoked paprika. That's also going to go on both sides. Rub it in, flip it, and repeat. Salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. So I've got my grill on my stove, or my, whatever we want to call that. Let me wash my hands. I've got that heated up. You want to have a very hot, either cast iron skillet or a heavy skillet that you're going to cook these in, and on a high heat because you want it to cook quickly. So let's get these onto this first. We should get a nice sizzle. There we go. And this side. And we'll let those start cooking. Betty, of course, is underfoot like always. So what is a chimichurri sauce or chimichurri topping? We're going to make it right here for you. I should probably slow down a little bit. So we've got a lot going on. We've got here in Palm Springs, we've got Pride coming up in about 9 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. 8 weeks, 9 weeks, too soon. And we need volunteers, so if you're interested in volunteering for Palm Springs Pride, You can go onto our website at pspride.org, click on Get Involved and Volunteer, and it'll take you right to our volunteer portal for Pride. We also have the Equality Walk coming up on October 25th. If you haven't registered for that, go online, register your team, your group. All the money that we raise for the Equality Walk is going towards our Palm Springs Pride shortfall this year, because you all know we have a budget shortfall this year. And then we have IGLTA coming to town on the weekend of the 16th. We've got the Pride flag going up on Arenas right now. It's being constructed, and I think it's the 16th or 17th we're going to raise the flag just in time for IGLTA. So if you want to donate to the flag, go on to the PS Pride website, click on the Arenas Flag Project, and you will go right to our fundraising page for that. And if you really want to donate, we've got a Pride by the Foot campaign going on. It's a $1,000 or more donation. And what will happen after the first 3 months when we retire the first big flag that we fly, the Baker flag, we're going to take it down, we're going to cut it up into 1 foot squares, frame it and mat it with a plaque with your name and a certificate of authenticity. It's a beautiful gift. You'll be proud to hang it in your house, and it'll be part of the first flag to be raised over our Arenas Business District, where most of our community goes to celebrate and be seen and heard. So please think about that. I know that's a lot that I just said. Let's see how this is doing over here. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm just going to start turning these a little bit. When the meat's done, you're going to want to let it set for about 5 minutes under some tin foil. That way it locks in all the juices. And the other reason when I was talking about cutting it opposite of the grain, that's because these types of cuts of meat have a lot of stringiness and stringy fibers. So if you cut with the fiber, it makes the meat much tougher. If you cut across the fiber, it makes the meat much juicier and more tender and edible. So there's a secret. So let's start with our chimichurri sauce. I need a bigger bowl. Should have thought of that. All right, so we are going to start off. Well, let me get all the ingredients over here and show them to you, and then we'll start to put it together. So our chimichurri sauce is real simple. It's just olive oil, red wine vinegar, garlic, Himalayan pink salt, pepper, some lemon zest, some hot peppers. You could either slice up some red peppers, or you can just take dried red pepper flakes. If you want it to be spicier, then just go ahead and make it spicier. So let's cut these up and start to make our sauce. So into our bowl is going to go the olive oil, just a half a cup. We're going to put in a 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar. So it's like a dressing almost. We're going to put in about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to put in some salt and pepper. And then we're going to take parsley, and we're going to finely mince this parsley up. And this is really the basis of the chimichurri sauce. Lots of parsley. Oh, Benny. All right. Look, Ma, didn't even cut my finger off on that one. There we go. All right. So we've got about a cup and a half, and you're going to just dice it up, keep dicing it up. You don't want it to be really big parsley. You want it to be very fine chopped. Where's the other spice that went on this? I have one other spice that's missing. My oregano. No. I had oregano. Where'd my oregano go? I had it on my thing. All right, well, you want fresh oregano, and if you don't have fresh oregano, we're going to put in some regular dried oregano. Oh, my goodness. Oregano, there we go. I just cut it off a minute ago. Oh. All right, well, we'll survive. Let's keep checking this meat. Good grill. Oh. So you want to get your meat to about a medium rare, about 125, 30 degrees. I'm still very confused about where my oregano went. That is the oddest thing. Benny, did you steal my oregano? All right, we're going to put some dried oregano in. Fresh oregano would have been better. I don't know what happened to it. All right. Got our parsley all cut up here. I'm going to put that into it. Put our red pepper flakes. And then we're going to grate up a little bit of lemon zest. I'm doing more prep today on the show because this is a very simple recipe, and I'm hoping that meat's going to cook fast enough. But I can talk.
We know.
Joe having an opinion. Joe, you're off on vacation tomorrow.
I am going to Ohio.
Not really vacation.
Fair.
But have fun in Ohio. But you're going to North Carolina too. That's a nice place. All right. And we're going to put this all together. And this is the sauce. And you'll see it's very thick. It's not meant to be thin. And we'll give it a little taste. What you're looking for is a pretty garlicky, vinegary sauce. Wow, yes, that is really good. All right, so to go along with this meal, we're going to make a salad. Very simple salad. All I've done is take some just, regular greens. I have a nice avocado cilantro dressing we're going to put on it. Mix it all together. And this is going to just be for our side. So it's a great summer dish. Mix it all together. We've got some cherry red tomatoes and an avocado that we're also going to put onto this dish. Check this meat. It's going to be tough to have that done in a few minutes. But that's, a live show. You can only do what you can do, right? If I made it all in advance, then I'd have nothing to do. So my regular guest and neighbor over there, Randy, is asleep on my couch. Really intrigued by the show today. Oh, he is awake. Oh, he's waving. That's always a good sign with a 91-year-old. It's like you check in, wave, and I know you're okay. So, you've all heard about Randy. He's a retired actor. He loves coming to the show. Has been very supportive of me the entire time I've been doing it, just about. Well, the third, fourth, and fifth year anyways. Oops. But I couldn't believe we had 1 million people. And Joe's been part of that with his directing debut this year, really. Well, last year. But we started with the cell phone, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a little jumpy.
Well, especially since I shake a lot.
Yes. Which makes me nervous. All right, how are we doing on our meat? Looking good. Well, we got to talk about something for a few minutes while the meat cooks. Jacqueline, what you got going on? Not much? Everyone's getting ready for Pride. Joe, everybody, you know, they don't just do the show here. They go and they work at Pride for me, and they volunteer. Janet is also coming back and handling all of our nonprofits this year for our bars. So thank you, Janet, for coming back.
You mentioned
IGLTA.
What is that?
The International Gay and Lesbian Travel Association.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bunch of gay travel agents and travel companies that come and talk about all the different things that they're doing for the LGBTQ community. So all the fun gay cruises, the gay European trips, the Venice trips, all the fun, really fancy schmoozy places. That's what the International Gay Travel Association is all about. They've been around forever. This is the first year they've had the conference in Palm Springs. The president of the organization lives here. So it was very handy to have them come in they're going to be at the convention center. So we're very happy about that. And I'm going to say it again, we want our Canadian travelers to come back, so please come back. We love you here in Palm Springs. I don't care about DC, but we love you here. So come and see us, come and spend your dollars with us and stay in our hotels and enjoy our hospitality, because we will take very good care of you or anybody that comes to our city. The meat's taking a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this meat in half. I'm going to slice it so that it'll cook a little faster and cheat. So let's see if we can do that. I think I can fillet this. Let's see what way our grain's going on this one. So top half goes that way, so we go opposite way. Let's see how we are on doneness. Oh, we're actually not bad. What I'll do is just cut some slices and put it back onto the grill for a second, and we'll be good. Improvise, improvise. That's how we do it. I'm starting to like this middle grill that I have. I didn't think that I would, but I do. All right. This way we can get one dish done, and then I'll cook for everybody else when we've got it all done. Won't be the first time. All right. Benny's going crazy down here, aren't you? He's like, there is something good going on that stove. All right. There we go, perfect. All right. So this is a super simple summer dish, under 300 calories, I'm going to say. I'm very scientific that way. All right. So we're getting a little salad here on the plate. We'll put some cherry red tomatoes, a little bit of avocado. Oops. Right along the side here. And then we'll take some of our amazing steak. Place it along the side, and then we'll take some of our chimichurri sauce. And I think we'll let Joe come on and taste this. Joe, do you have this camera on? Come on, director. All right, there you go.
I was so enthralled by the cooking, I forgot about the
I
camera.
know you did. You do that often.
Sometimes I think I'm a guest.
Well, you're always a guest.
Oh wow, this looks really good.
Well, you haven't tasted it yet. How do you know?
I can tell.
Good?
Oh yeah. I love that chimichurri.
Isn't it good?
I get a little bit of everything in
You
that
do.
sauce.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it balances it out. There you go.
You did it again.
I did it again. What do you know?
Well, you know, somebody's 65.
You.
Birthday to you. We got 2 cakes. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, very.
Oh my goodness.
The air blew out the candles.
The air blew out
It's a
the
good job I
candles.
don't have the lungs to do
Well,
it.
here, Janet, bring that one over. Let's show everybody.
Yay!
Happy birthday to the birthday boy.
Thank you. And 1 million shows.
Yes, and a million views.
1 million views. Not 1 million shows, 1 million views. So that wraps it up. We've got the recipe online for you. I know it's a quick show. I'm going to be honest with you. I had food poisoning last night. I went to a local deli and so I'm not going to call them out, but I just had some bad experience and it was a bad night. So it's a miracle we got through to this dish today. Joe and I were supposed to film a couple extra shows, but that didn't happen today. But we've got a beautiful dinner and we've got a great time, and it's my 65th birthday and 1 million shows, so much to celebrate. So I want you always to remember there's a place for you in our kitchen, always a place for you at our table, and I'll look forward to seeing you on next week's show when we've got, who do we have coming on next week? Oh, we've got Shan Carr coming on next week. She's going to talk about a new documentary, Her Life in Dog Years. It's a kind of comedy skit, comedy documentary. So she's coming on next week to talk about that. And we've got the lip sync battle coming up. And if you haven't been to the lip sync battle here, please get your tickets. It helps support local nonprofits. And that's it. We're out of here. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week.